Legend of Total War here with part 4 of my Crusader Kings 2 Let's Play campaign as the Karling Dynasty Empire of Francia. Alright, so at the moment we've got a bit of a consolidation effort going on where we've established a very powerful kingdom of Aquitaine, and I want to establish now a very powerful kingdom of Middle Francia and Italy, but we want them to be of our dynasty. And we just lack males who are going to do that. Now there's a number of things that I've had a look into that I want to do. I want to increase my demand size, so I want to cancel this, and I want to increase my legalism, because this will allow me to manipulate things a little bit better. Then into the realm here, we want to increase this. Now, I want to make sure that more of these lords are handed over to him for him to control. I also need to reduce the number of duchies that I have. I think I've got too many. I've got Flanders, Burgundy, Alemannia, and Iberian. I shouldn't have taken Iberian. I mean, I could always just hand it back to someone. I can revoke more of your shit. One of the main problems that we have is that there's not that many French lords out there, and I need more of them. I need to give away these titles as well here, because I want to finish claiming off all of Flanders. So I need to find someone who's got 2 sons. See, the reason why you want to go for 2 sons, this guy's going to inherit this title here. You want a second son who's not going to inherit anything, because you don't want him to inherit things from different kingdoms. Alright, here's one. He's got 2 sons. So we'll grant him those titles. Santiago and whatever it's called. Okay, that increases my number of vassals, but that's okay. Then I need a new court chaplain. A purple do. Now, since there's also a plot to try and get me killed, I should probably try and build a spy network to find out who it is and just prevent it. I don't like going into hiding. It creates a regency and it just stagnates the entire country. What we need to do is make it so that even if we get assassinated, it's not that big of a deal. So in order to do that, we need to have a son. So let's not worry about our stewardship too much. Let's try and have a son with this woman here. She's... how old is she? She's 34 years old. She can still have children, which is... we've had 2 together. If she turns 40 and hasn't had a son by then, I'll divorce her. Basically, pull Henry VIII on her, and marry someone younger who's going to provide an heir. Okay, so now that we're down by 3, that gives us enough room to take these 3 here. This will help us destroy the Duchy of Flanders. This is what we're going to work on next. So first things first, claim this. Then revoke it. While it's going on, claim this. Use up a lot of our piety, but that's okay. So I've got this now, and I intend to hold that forever. Still waiting on the claim to come through. Good. Now, revoke it. 27 goals, not that much. Now when we revoke this, we lose a vassal, so that's good. We need to really drop our vassal number down because we're trying to increase our centralization. Now, this is how we destroy Flanders. You need to have full control over the province, and then you give him duchy titles, to which it doesn't really hold any territory. So give him the Duchy of Flanders. Okay. Then I need to claim his county title and take the county title from underneath him. And because we're not taking the Duchy of Flanders, you can't hold a duchy without holding a county, and if he holds no counties, his duchy title is destroyed. Because it's a liability for me. There we go, that should destroy it. Because you can only hold 2 duchies before you start taking penalties. And it doesn't grant me any power at all. So, best off destroying it. And if I give it away to someone else, that's just going to make them hate me. So like I said, it's a liability. Okay, good. We've got all that under control. The only region I don't have now is Paris. Now, with the money that we've got, we need to be building up castle towns and expanding our vassal holdings in the area. So build the castle town, make us more money. I'm a very hands-on king. I don't like to just let things play out. I need money to manipulate things. Money is influence. We need to get that done. So I need you to keep getting money out of there. What? Alright, so this is built. Just hand that over. So over time our threat has gone down considerably. When it goes below 50%, we'll be able to attack someone without the entire world going up against us. I wouldn't mind hitting this, but I just don't have the resources right now. Like, the only thing I can really rely on is Aquitaine. And when you're dealing with a defensive pact, Aquitaine's not enough. Yeah, I know people are trying to kill me. We're trying to put things in place to sort this out. I could really use my sisters to give birth to another son, so that I can put someone in place in power in Italy, because at the moment Italian politics are just a bit of annoying. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll revoke your title, yeah, because I don't like you, and I'll hand both the Dutch. I'll hand that Monferrato and Ivera over to you. You're a Lombard, so I don't want you taken out of power, but at least now we have your support. And I'm holding on to less duchies now, which will make them hate me less. Also, what we should be doing is transferring French, people who are already French, into him, because we don't need to revoke them. So this guy here is French. He doesn't like me. Why not? Revoked your title. Well, it needed to be done. Okay, so we'll transfer him into this. Transfer... what was his name again? Of Auxerre. So I need to get my vassal number down. Okay, and who's this? This person's Frankish, so we actually need to revoke that. Because Frankish is just as bad as German. Considers it just as foreign, now that we're French. I really need to know who's doing this. The thing is, right now we're vulnerable to it as well. Like, if they manage to succeed, it would be a big problem for me. Who's... so this person here, he's married to... he's matrilineally married to this person here, and he's a Lombard. Oh, it's Pepin. That's my... right, I see. So that's Carloman's son. He holds no titles. Can we invite him to court? He holds a temporary title, so he is... it's part of the Beneventian revolt. He got matrilineally married. What a fuckhead. But whatever. We definitely don't want him to inherit. I don't want to play as him. Which is why we need to have a son. Which She's somewhat fertile, it's just she's old, that's the problem. Anyway, just because someone's put on an assassination on me, the chances of them actually succeeding against an emperor is pretty low, but if they get enough support, it'll become a problem. Who's this? Duchy of Spoleto. Let's... Maybe I'll just ransom him off, just because I need the money. Gotta keep reinvesting in these territories here. Because if we have a look at our financial breakdown, we make just as much money from our personal demands as we do from the church tax. And we would probably get a lot from the Pope. Actually, we get nothing from the Pope. Oh well. Pope's not going to give me any money while he hates me. Wants control of the county of Orio. Right, let's see. We can holy war for these small countries very easily, but like I said, there's not much value in it. So I'm pretty sure I've only got like 1 or 2 duchy titles now. Yeah, 2. Good, so having built that, we get about 25% of that, which is 2 tax per year because of that. And the vassal that we put in here will eventually build up the stuff, making even more cash over time. Okay. Need to keep ransoming off. Oh, hang on, who's this? Duke of Friuli. Can I revoke your title? I can. But this is Italian politics. I don't really want to interfere with this right now. I'll tell you what, I'll take this off you. And ransom you off. Now that gives me 3 duchies. This Frankish guy here is not that big of a concern, so we'll just hand over the Duchy of Burgundy straight to him. And now I've only got 2 duchies. Oh, well, there goes Asturias. That happens all the time, but that's fine. We don't want Asturias around anyway. How much threat do we have? Okay, still got a while before we can attack them. Hurry up. I wish there was some way I could just tell them to hurry up and have children. More children, I mean. See, we only ended up getting 1 child out of this. And your parents are dead, aren't they? Yeah. And same with your sister. That sucks. Because you've got to remember, we play as a dynasty in this game, not necessarily the country of France. France could be going fantastically well, and then suddenly our dynasty is wiped out and it's game over. So we have to make sure our dynasty is thriving, so we need loads of members. Alright. Padua. Is there anyone from, like, Middle France here that we can revoke shit from? Luxembourg? Yeah, but he's hiding, so I can't imprison him. Minus 15 penalty. Minus 15 penalty is not that bad. We don't have any more like that, do we? And this guy is Frankish. Alright, let's just revoke his title. It's only for 5 years, it's not that big of a deal. Motherfucker wants to hide. Well, you'd lose your title. How about that? And hand it over to him to handle. Who's your guardian? Wrong. I'm going to be your guardian. Alright, let's see what else can we do. Count of Verona. Yeah, the Italians, they like to do their plots. So what are you trying to do? Kill... Okay, I want you to stop that. I wish I knew who's trying to kill me so I could at least fight back. Problem is, when you don't know, it's like trying to attack shadows. Danish revolt over here. Can't declare war because no valid casus belli. They're too far away. What's the Burgundian forces doing? I guess you want to try and take them out. I don't know. Well, I've got heaps of soldiers. Why don't we just go and pick on an Italian lord? Duke of Medina. Oh, good. Just went straight to jail. I didn't want to necessarily revoke his title because we don't have anyone to give it else to. I can't afford it. Okay, let's see someone else. Count of Padua. Nope. Duke of Tuscany. Failed to capture him, so this just gives us something to do. Send him over there to capture him and put him in jail, just make some money out of it. Because raising these troops here doesn't cost me anything. And who knows, maybe some of these lords are the ones that are plotting against me. Well, obviously he wasn't, but still. Okay, so I've got a fair amount of cash. What am I doing? Don't worry about that. So they build up the... So, slothful, no, you should be diligent. Okay, guess not. Yeah, build up that castle wall. It's pretty cheap. I need to increase my demand size if I want to take this one. Which is why we're trying to get this going. So how many votes do I need? I need 63.5 votes. So we're pretty close to it, so maybe just a few bribes. Might sort things out. So I've got loads of money, so it's okay, good, she's pregnant, hopefully with a boy. Too expensive. So yeah, buy some votes. And now we need to raid these territories in order to sort of make back some of that cash. So have a look at factions. There's definitely a lot of people that hate us. When things are good, this here is basically empty. Nothing in it. Go to Karling Dynasty. Who's your parents? The hunchback bitch. Cool. Are you going to be a hunchback as well? I hope not. Good. Okay. Well, guess what? You're going to be the king of Italy. So that gives us a reason now to take his counties away, start handing them over to him, start putting French people in power here. Because the thing is, if we just put him in here with a county and be like, hey, there's the Kingdom of Italy straight to you, what'll happen is the Italian lords will be like, fuck this French motherfucker here thinks he can control us. They rise up against him, put their Piero fucking whatever his fucking name is, in power, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta revoke that goddamn title again. Best just do ourselves a long-term favour, root out all of these Lombards and Italians, put French lords in power, and that way, even if he gets overthrown, at least it'll be a Frenchman in power. Pepin should get married. Oh, you're... Hang on. But you're a Lombard now, so there, fuck you. I think you should just die. You're older than I am. Can I invite him to court? Won't accept because... unable to press your claims. No, you're a dickhead. Alright, what's this? Alright. Just want to raid this because I need the money. Okay, he surrenders. Good, you go straight to jail. You be disbanded. Oh wait, I didn't lost. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, so, and then this guy here, we revoke. I don't really need the duchy. It's more about the counties, because if he hates us, he'll rise up against us again. At which point we take more titles away from him. So we'll take Lucca and Siena. No, I'll take which one do I want? I'll take Pisa. Can I take more? No. And then ransom him off. That way, since he's still a duke, he has to pay a nice big fat ransom, which he can't afford. Now, we need to find our sister's son over here, and grant him those 2 titles. And as a Frenchman, hopefully he can start influencing the culture there. And we can count on his support. You know, we'll continue to gain counties and we'll hand them over to him. And we'll be able to count on his support with troops and money. Because obviously he's going to love us. Oh, fingers crossed that you have a boy. I do not want the Empire... What the fuck? Pepin Karling is now court chaplain of Salerno. The fact that they're Lombard makes them dead to me. All we need to do is have a son, and that way he's never going to inherit the Empire of Francia. How are we going with this? We didn't buy enough votes. Alright, let's have a look here. That's expensive. I want to buy cheap votes. Award, I don't know. Good, there we go. Now I'm over my vassal limit, but I can take this, which will help. Yeah, so that'll reduce the number of vassals I've got, but good, finally, another Charles. Charles III. Good, so we revoke this, and things are good. So Pepin's not going to get in power now. That's improved stewardship. Yep, I'll have this, thank you very much. And that'll give me all the territories that I always wanted. Now, it would be great if they could hold off on killing me for 16 years. If they kill me after 16 years, that's fine, because that way you'll come into power. How much longer have you got until you're ready to go? You're 5 more years. Okay, well, now that we've got a finger in the pie in Italy, we need to continue to oppress the people. Revoke their titles to hand them over to what will be the future king. I hope. And the Count of Verona. Failed to capture him. Good, that makes him a traitor. Send the troops in to go kill him. They didn't get a chance to fully recover. Duke of Genoa. Yeah, let's go to that one first. I think what I'll do with Genoa, when I take this title here, I'll build a castle here and make the castle the primary. I don't know, because I'm not sure if I trust merchant republics. They do make a lot of money, though. So yeah, try and grant him as many titles as possible, and of course he can only have so many, but what he'll do is he'll put his own people in power, usually French people, and they'll support him so he doesn't get overthrown when he comes into power as the king. Okay. There's clearly some corruption. You got to keep working on it. Can I just revoke his title? No. Okay. Yeah, imprison him. And then can't revoke it. What should we do with him? Ransom? Yeah, a little bit of gold, whatever, that's better than nothing. Losing the prestige from losing the Spy Master doesn't bother me too much. Hang on, Genoa, I'm not quite done wrecking your territory first. So they're going to jail. 6th revolt, holy shit. Okay, so revoking your titles. Republic of Genoa. Yep. And also the city of Genoa. What's this? He's just wounded, that's not so bad. No, that's crap. Alright, now I can't hold on to this. Grant him Duchy of Grant. Yeah, whatever. I'll just grant him the county and the duchy. So now he's a duke. So it'd be interesting to see what he does with this, because obviously Holder is of the wrong type. This of Lombardy. Sure, why not? deal with Verona first. Well, they're 100% lost, so accept. Get over here. Have they already 50% lost? Probably because I've already got someone in jail. Yeah, I'm already holding Duke of Medina in jail. Fair enough. Okay, so you're getting your shit revoked. Because you're a Lombard, yep. So you're worthless to me. Take this, and that character is out of the game. Out of the Game of Thrones. When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. Or you lose all your titles, and then you become a nobody. Good, gold certainly helps. Problem now is that my forces are weak, so we'll finish off this war here, this revolt, and then they'll need some time to rest before we hit Padua. It's good, getting some gold out of it as well. So disband this. Now, I don't need his duchy title, I just want your county. Well, I'm going to take this anyway, in order to get to your county title. Now, how many duchies do I have? I've probably got too many now. Yeah, hold this. Duchy of Lombardy, 1. Alemannia, 2. Friuli, 3. Okay, so it's just 3, it's not too bad. Now, I don't want to give him Lombardy just yet, because there's still these lords over here that we need to overthrow. We're almost to the point now where we could hit them again. I can't believe this revolt's still going. Okay, so yeah, Count Ursus of Padua. I've only got 9,000 troops available. I need to wait. Actually, I'll tell you what we do. We do this now, right? If it fails, there's no way he's going to win the war anytime soon. And if we succeed, well, we just ransom him off. Okay, checking back with our prison. Got to sell off all these prisoners. Got to keep making cash. I've actually got quite a lot now. And we reinvest it into these settlements. Alright, so we need another temple vassal here. Build a city here, and there goes all our money. Can't declare war on that. Don't own the Kingdom of Sicily, although I could probably create it. Let me have a look. Doesn't look like it. Why not? Because we only own 44% of its territories. Makes sense, there's a lot of it actually in Sicily. Good, keep having more children. Can you afford the ransom now? If you can't afford the ransom, will you stay in there? What happened here? Oh, his heir was someone in here. Oh well, it's not a big deal. Also, while this is going on, the Kingdom of Aquitaine is absorbing the Kingdom of Burgundy, so they're quite a few years into that. And Brittany. Only 8 years. Oh, whatever. A lot of duchies can be created, but we don't need to do any of that right now. It's absolutely crucial that relations with him is maintained constantly. I mean, everyone else could revolt against me. More than half of my power lands right here. Which will change over time, because he's not getting any more territory. Okay, what I'll do here, start looking for French people. Okay, this person's French, and transfer them into you. So transfer the Bishop of Reims. Because he's French. You're Frankish, it's not the same. Okay, this person here is French. Guy of Cologne. Seems like all the priests are French, probably because they don't have, like, dynasties. Offer to join war. Burgundian claim on Tyrol. I'm not worrying about that too much right now. Alright, so transferring... Or was it Maine? Maine's, right. How's this going? Okay, our threat's down, so we should hit the Umayyads. We've got 10,000 troops. How many do we have available? 16,000. I reckon hitting them for Aragon would be a good choice. But what about Kent? Well, I don't have enough piety to call for that. If I was to attack Bohemia, this is just out of curiosity, I still have to deal with all the rest of the bloody... what's it called? Pagans. Okay, so war for Aragon. There's no one going to interfere with this. Good. Good, with 10,000 soldiers, that really helps. Okay, raise all the rest of our troops. Start making your way over there. This is going to be good for piety as well, so I can use that piety to revoke more titles to establish more control. And I can't imagine that the Umayyads are going to put up much of a fight with this. However, this is going to send our threat skyrocketing, which might actually get more people to try and assassinate me. Who knows? At least we have a son now. And they're not trying to kill him, right? Yeah. I know people are trying to kill me. I can't do anything about it. Apart from going to hiding, which is... Here's the thing. What's the point in having a king who is incapable of doing anything? Because when you go into hiding, you need a regent, and then the regent has to make all the decisions. So what's the fucking point? You're better off just living a short life, and at least getting something done. Better to live one day as a lion than 100 years as a sheep. Although there's some people that would prefer to live 100 years as a sheep. Personally, I prefer to live 100 years as a lion, but, you know, whatever. Some people love being sheep. Good old sheeple. Oh, no you don't. Okay, I've got a good amount of cash. Let's build a new region. So let's build a city there. Increases our holdings. I tell you what, when you don't have to worry about defensive pact, wars are so fucking easy. The thing is, because I like to expand quickly, we're pretty much going to have a defensive pact against us the entire campaign. Once we've conquered Iberia, it doesn't even matter if there is a defensive pact against me or not. I can just, if you end the wars quickly, the defensive pact isn't really that much of a threat. Unless, of course, you have to, you know, go really long distance to get your troops somewhere. Alright, who's this? City of Bruges. Well, I'll just send in my personal troops. We'll capture the city. And we'll revoke the title from him. And, so I think he's Frankish, right? Yeah, and put a French person in charge. Who won't consider me a foreigner, get more, I'll be able to get more taxes and stuff off them if they like me more. So this is costing me how much? 4.84 a month. How much are we going to get out of this? 25 right off the bat. Good. You're going to jail, and you're getting your city revoked. Let's see. You want him to encourage him to be patient. Yes. Don't think anything happened, but that's fine. Okay, so we've got all of our forces together. No sign of the Umayyads. They're still probably getting their shit together. The war's almost over, motherfuckers. You better hurry up. But even if they show up here, what are they going to have? 10,000 men? Let's have a look. They've got at most 8,760. Well, he's increasing his strength though. It's not going to be enough. That's nowhere near as much as I thought we were going to bring. We have overestimated their strength. Okay, so now I need to fight them in combat in order to end this war. Unless they surrender. But what I'll do, actually, I've just got to Castellium. And we've got so many troops and they've got so few. Why don't we just keep raiding these territories? I'll get more piety and more gold. And they do. Okay, never mind, they're going to surrender anyway. Now we get to put French lords in power here, which is what we want. More French lords. So this one here, can I offer vassalization to him? I need to send him a gift or declare war on him. How's that threat? Okay, yeah, just send him a gift and then offer vassalization. I've already done that. Okay, so who are we going to put in power over this? I don't have any more males to utilize, but we can just put a French person in power. So let's just see... No, you're... Priests aren't going to have children. Don't know why I keep checking. He's Frankish. Wait, this is where we found the extra children last time. He's gone and had another son. Great. So I'll put him in charge of this. Good. $30 gold for 30 piety is a good price. Oh, fuck you. Foreign culture. No, oh, mother of fucker. Oh, I should have waited. Oh well. We'll get him in another day. Anyway, maybe he'll raise his forces to go get him. That sound is the sound of people joining defensive pacts against me. Anyway, I've got myself some piety here. Okay, what duchies do I hold? Because we need to clear them off. I own Lombardy, Alemannia, Friuli. Okay, let's clean up Alemannia here. So de jure own over all of this. So I'll need to claim this territory. I should be able to clean this up. Claim this and revoke it, because these are all fucking Germans, I'm sure of, and they hate me as well. So yeah, revoke all their titles. Make them have nothing left. It's the same guy, claim it. And hand it over to him. You are out of here. Wait, did I revoke that before I had... Oh shit, don't tell me I revoked it before the thing had come through. I just might have. Oh well. Oh no, it couldn't have because it... No, I think I was just on time there. I don't know. I gotta be a bit more careful. Alright, so we're gonna hand those 2 titles over to him before I take the rest up. Okay, so this one here owned by... him. Yep, just claim it. That's what the piety's there for. Oh, I'm missing... Oh no, I've got enough to get this one as well. Just waiting for that message from the Pope. Good, now we claim this and revoke. What? Oh, your lieges... Oh shit. He's already part of that. So I wasted piety on that. I'm not going to bother retracting him. Oh, he's French as well. Oh, that was a waste of time. I shouldn't have done that. That was silly. Just need to be more careful. What do? Waste piety. Why does he hate me? Okay, good. So now you can get the Duchy of Alemannia. And you can have that. Now, I'm very much aware that you hold way too many duchy titles. And that's going to cause some of your lords to rise up against you. And you're probably not earning very much money. I could help pay off your debt. Or maybe we've done enough, and we should just give him the title now. An old wound is aggravating and painful. Oh, come on. I really don't want to die. Not yet. Come on, you just gotta live. Like, just give me 12 more years. 11 or 12 more years. Just a few more years. I don't want to have like 13 years of regency. That's going to be a nightmare. Alright, who's this? Frankish. Okay, let me just check the Kingdom of Middle Francia. So there are still a few in here that we should tidy up before we hand it over to him. Actually, that's not what it's going to look like. I suppose Frankish isn't too bad. Let me just see if there's any Germans in here. Yeah, look, it's really not going to be that bad. Here. There you go. Now, as the King of Middle Francia, how old are you? 13. We can now get a lot more troops out of him. Now, we've got to start incorporating more of these things over to him, which will just happen in time. Because we want to transfer East Francia into Middle Francia. How old are we? We're only 34 years old. The thing is, with all of this stuff here, he's got a -3 health. That's not good at all. Like I said, he just needs to live out a few more years. Because a very long regency is an absolute disaster. Okay, good. At least that's gone. Right, you're still wounded, but that should go away as well soon. You become scarred. And then you might actually live a few more years. So... And there's still people trying to assassinate me. Count Peter the Hunter, County of Aquileia. I'm not too worried about that right now because that's going to be part of Bavaria. So, well, actually, this could be a good opportunity just to make some money. Shouldn't be cynical. Alright, no problem. Just send, okay, that's cool. I'll say expand it out this way. That's supposed to be part of Bavaria, but we haven't conquered Bavaria yet, and I can pull that out from under you later down the track. Okay, alright, so our threat's not too bad. Well, it's, it's actually really high. 100 piety. What's our max strength? 18,000. I'm pretty sure I only hold one duchy title now, don't I? No, it's still two. Duchy of Lombardy and Friuli. I could holy war for up here. It's just, it's worthless territory, but I think it's pretty far away from Aquitaine. They got to walk all the way there. Now these territories as well, they'll also be transferred into Middle Francia at some point. What I might do is revoke just a chiefdom, convert it so that there's a castle in there, and then hand that in there. Like, I don't care if they hate me. But we want to weaken our tribal vassals as much as possible. So let's go here. Demand religious conversion. Must be at peace, okay. What if I was just to revoke the title? No, they won't like that. There's no tribal vassal. Alright, let's hurry this up. Good, make a bit of gold out of it. So yeah, like I said, the main purpose of this is just to get gold out of them, not to actually take any titles from him. Alright, we've completely won this one. That barely cost me any men. Okay, so I could revoke your titles, but I'm just going to ransom you. It's your lucky day. If I declared war on these guys, I'd be breaking a peace treaty, which I don't really care that much about. Because I don't care if I lose lots of prestige. It's not that important. Hang on, I built something over here. But the thing is, if I did another holy war over here and won it quickly, which I think I can win quickly, because we absolutely smashed them in the previous war. We could get more piety, which I can of course use to revoke, get rid of the Lombards, so conquering this could help solve my problem over here. If we can conquer the entire kingdom of Andalusia, all of this stuff over here, we might be able to usurp the title. Yeah, come on, you should keep having more children. You're still young-ish. That being said, our daughter over here, she'll come of age soon. And when she comes of age, we need to get her married matrilineally so that she can start producing male Karling Dynasty people so we can put someone in power here. Okay, 19,000. Let's do this. It's a bit of a risk because we're going to call on the entirety of the defensive pact. But like I said, if we move quickly... The great thing about doing this, though, is that we can bring in 10,000 soldiers. I'm pretty sure about 10,000. Let me just check. Yeah, a bit more than 10,000 soldiers straight into their territory right from the get-go. I don't care about being a truce breaker. Who cares what the Muslims think of us? let's hit something close by. Let's go for Valencia, see if we can take the coast. Alright. Now, being a truce breaker, we also lose some diplomacy. Not a huge concern. After all, our two most powerful lords are these two guys here. Children. And they supply us with the majority of our troops. So, just with that we've got 15,000 troops. And then there's only 2,000 troops throughout the rest of the kingdom. Italy doesn't supply very many because they hate us. Which is why we need this piety. So we can get rid of them. Now we have to keep in mind that we have to be quick about this. Just get in there, start smashing them as fast as possible. And what we'll do is after we've won this war, as soon as we've recovered our troops, break the peace treaty again, just keep smashing them again and again and again, weaken them, conquer the whole goddamn thing. Because a great way to get piety, and also with these holy wars we establish French lords right from the get-go. Gotta wait for your reinforcements though. Minor losses, don't worry about that. This is where the defensive pack becomes a problem. Loses the trait brave. That's a shame. The longer we take, the more territory we lose out here. Trying to defend against this is pointless. We're far better off sending our forces down here where the majority of the war score can be won very quickly. Okay, this is good. This gives us in the treasury this, which provides us with extra piety per... What the fuck happened there? It just changed colour. Why? And I don't care, but... Well, whatever. Okay, we need to attack him. Leave a small... Shit, leave a small troop here to keep the siege going. Because we need to win a battle. Let's just get them out of the area here. Try and get them out of there. Get down there. Don't let them get a chance to regroup. Not really worth much war score, but like I said, it's not about that. Okay, there's a bit of a concern. They're starting to throw in more and more troops. I'm not sure if those reinforcements are going to do enough. Oh, I think they did. Yeah, our troops withdrew. Fuck, I can't get over there. But they actually lost more troops than us. So that's okay. It doesn't actually that lost a lot of war score from that. Come on, get you guys in here. Okay, we'll start gaining war score really rapidly soon. We've got to start doing this before this defensive back closes on us. Let's go. No time to waste. It's only cheap, just do it. See, we're winning the war now. But yeah, that minus 10%, that's going to cost us a little bit. Means we're going to have to capture more settlements. Okay, if we keep rapidly winning battles, rapidly winning cities, it's going to possibly get them to surrender prematurely. We're already at 50%. We've got to get it to around 75% before they're like, fuck this, we surrender. This is everything I've got. Why didn't I do that? I should have sent in these guys as well. Now it's kind of too late. Because all my territories here are under siege. I wasn't thinking. Because then I'd have about 18,000 men here now. Should be far more intimidating. I think I can still win with what we've got here, but there's no reinforcements here. Right, 70%, that's good. And we'll start getting recurring war score, but the more that our enemies capture our settlements, it's going to set us back a little bit. If we didn't lose that battle, we'd be at 88%. Just throw everything we've got, it's all or nothing now. And there we go, that's what we're looking for here. Funny thing is, if he didn't surrender, he could have actually won that battle, won that war. Good stuff. You have to move fast against defensive packs. Now, next time we come over here, they're going to be a little bit weaker for it. And we gain some piety from the whole thing. Now, we've got to find... Oh, actually, there's already a castle guy here, so we can just put him in. We don't need a Karling Dynasty person. Just need someone who's going to look after this. Now, has this been finished yet? Not... where's my region? This one here. It's not until... for about another 6 months. Okay. Now, I can't really expect many troops from him, but we've weakened them. That's what it's all about. Next one, I think I'll hit Navarra up here. I don't know. We'll see how we go. Alright, so we got a whole bunch of piety. Let's continue to get rid of the Italians here. So let's claim this guy's territory. Is there any people we can... No, okay. So we'll claim your region. We'll start transferring it into his power. Like I said, now that we've got some degree of consolidations, it's time to expand. Alright. Your title is revoked. Hang on. The Duchy of Lombardy includes these 3 regions here. This guy's French, so he can be transferred over. So the Duchy of Trent. Not Duchy, the Count of... whatever it's called. The Prince Bishop of Trent, there you go. And then this guy here, then he can be given the duchy after that. As the Emperor, I don't need to be the Duke of anywhere. Good, we're getting rid of the Lombards out of Italy. So now he's able to supply us with still 805 troops, but he only provided us with 500 troops before. What about the... did I give you the duchy? I can't remember. Duchy of Lombardy, there you go. So Padua over here. Let's claim it and get rid of it, because you're Italian. This was the whole point of getting the piety. So we get to do this now. And all these lords that hate us, well, they can get fucked. This one actually likes us, so maybe don't worry about him that much. Okay. So what do you provide me with now? 1,000 troops. Good. So if we have a look at this, good, we've got 20,000 troops available. But here's a problem. He's got a revolt going on. Okay, so we're no longer his guardian. He's come of age. He needs to get married and start producing children right away. So let's see what we can do to get him married. You can marry... Who's this? Bastard of my dynasty, but she's... Oh, that's like my aunt or something. Half-sister. Yeah, no, she's 46 years old. Don't do that. Arrange betrothal, then. You shouldn't marry one of my daughters. Alright, you're gonna have to sort something out yourself. How many ships do we have? 13. It's not enough to try and take Corsica. No, we've got Corsica, I'm in Sardinia. I have no problem with breaking another peace treaty. It's only cost us prestige, and I don't need prestige for much. It's piety that I need, so I do want to declare war on them again. And just slowly, well actually very rapidly, roll over the Umayyads. Now that I've got a maximum of 21,000. Also, this time, of course, raise our own personal troops. I don't want to leave anything to chance. Doesn't matter about the cost. Because it's an investment. Alright, I need... There's another city in there. Okay, this over here. Good, we finished its construction. We'll do that. Let's put some stupid vassal in there and hand this over to you. At least that guy's French. Okay, Princess Melisandre has become a brilliant strategist. Well, you're not going to get a chance to use that, but anyway. So, you need to get married matrilineally. Select a spouse. Someone who's already of age, someone who's particularly fertile. Not that old, though. Thrifty clerk. Just want someone who's going to sneeze in your general direction and give you and make you pregnant. Underhanded rogue. His stats don't matter. He just needs a dick. That's all we're looking for. So this guy here is Midas Touch. Midas Touch have high fertility. He wants to become a steward. I don't really care. Good. Start producing sons. We need a king for Andalusia. Like I said, who cares about prestige when we're gonna just keep breaking treaties anyway? Alright, so how are we going with this? We've got 20,000 men ready to go. Don't forget, every time we win a war against him, he gets weaker. But, you know, it's not him that I'm worried about, it's the fucking defensive pact. So this guy here probably doesn't like me that as much. So, let's have a look. I get 7,000 from you, and how many from you? 3,000. Well, this is where we're going for this time. We'll go for Navarra. Okay. So let's do this. Fuck your peace treaty, bitch. I want Navarra. Where is it? There it is. It does, like, the truce breaker thing doesn't stack. It's just that it resets the timer on it. So it's not like that's minus 10 now. It's still minus 5. And, yeah, okay. But in total, we still get the full amount of his troops, just because he's got a revolt. I'm sure Aquitaine can handle it. The revolt doesn't seem too dangerous. Okay, I need my troops from here. Get him over here. Now that I've given him a region over here, we can actually start getting... You know, the troops from here will be recruited down this way. Alright, now. This time, of course, recruiting them and this. Leave nothing to chance. Even though we won the war last time, like I said, don't leave it to chance. Throw everything we've got at them, because the war is going to be quick. You just stay right there, see if they can come out and fight you. Just use him as a distraction. This ass monkey's still here, but I won't worry about that right now. So yeah, once we've conquered the entire Iberian Peninsula, the defensive pact is not going to be as dangerous because that's an entire frontier cleaned off. The next one after that I probably want to focus on is either Africa or Britannia. But the thing is, to take on Britannia, you need ships. And we just don't have that yet. It's slowly increasing. This is why Iberia is the best choice. Very rich territory where you don't need ships to get to. These fucking Pannonians or whatever got in the way. Well, doesn't matter. Majority of the troops are coming from the north anyway. Just keep them distracted. Don't have to worry too much about, like, battle war score. Where are the troops from Middle Francia? Oh, there they are. Okay, good. They're on their way. Once they've arrived, we start conquering. What's 15,000 for that? Yep, okay. Alright, let's get on with this and conquer. So good, already at 24%. War's going well so far. Certainly helps that we're sending in more troops this time. Where's this? Alright, that's good. That'll save me having to deal with that later. Just wait until this war's over first. How much attrition? 6%. We need to be done with this as soon as possible. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stop. Why the hell did we lose so many men on this? Okay, it's not so bad now. Shit, we lost a lot of men on that. Some of these castles can be a bit dangerous. It's okay, we've almost got the war goal, so once we've gotten that, you know, they're very likely to surrender. We've still got 16,000, 18,000 troops. Good thing I hired my personal troops. They'll probably surrender soon. Try and catch them over here. Yeah, just get them to go away. Don't let them take those regions. Okay, good. His health has improved. Unlikely he's going to die. Okay, excellent. That is just fantastic. And we've gained ourselves a nifty little province, weakening our enemies and strengthening our borders. Good, we can essentially make you the Duke of Navarre, except I don't want to actually give him the duchy right now, not until we're ready to create the kingdom. Got to put them back in our territory or else they're going to lose half their men, because we need to attack them again soon. Just need a little bit of recovery first. So when we've got, I don't know, we've got some more rooms up. When we've got 22,000, we'll hit them again. Hopefully we don't have. That was a really difficult one because the fort level is very high. Okay, so like I said, we are. Yeah, I know people are trying to kill me. I'm aware of it. Okay, so you, I need your title, please. Alright, okay. Good. Just go sort that out. Yeah, do we have any prisoners? Got quite a few. Wait, who's this? Alright, well. Maybe ransom him. So, hand that over to you now. See if there's any people here that have important titles. No, no one important. And then we just sell off whoever we can. The Umayyads, they probably don't have enough money or don't care enough to get those guys back. Oh goddamn! Look at all this shit. Good, that'll give me more piety. Good, my demand size has been up. Good, all these good things happening. Alright, so now we need new ambition. Let's see. Learning's probably best. Actually, we should probably get intrigue. If we get intrigue, I think it'll make it harder for them to kill me. And there's a lot of shit going on. That's okay, got it handled. So, money coming through is looking good. And we make a little bit of gold out of it as well. Alright, so you are getting revoked. And now you're nothing. Doesn't even matter if you're marrying matrilineally, who cares? Okay, so this is part of what I decree is Middle France. Yeah, so you get this. So we're no longer his guardian. How's our son going? He's probably 6 years old now. 7. Okay, we need to arrange a guardian. Okay, that's all good. What about you? We should be your guardian as well. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, we don't want you to become Italian. Fuck that. Undermines what we're trying to do here. Okay, then we revoke it. So, looking at this now, we can get... It's increasing slightly. There's a few dukes in here that we need to overthrow. And then we've pretty much destroyed the entire Italian infrastructure. Okay, you've got to keep making things good with him. So the Duke of Medina here, he's got quite a lot of territory. If I was just to outright revoke this, he'd probably... Would he rise up against me? Let me just see. Now he'd accept that. So maybe I'll just claim his titles, like Pavia. So we'll revoke that from him now. How's that military coming along? Oh, fuck me. Why aren't we getting as much troops? Okay, our relation with him dropped down by a lot. But that's okay, I can fix that up. Alright, so. We need to fix relations with him, because obviously the things that we've done for him, he's forgotten about them now. So he's a title claimant. Right, he wants to become marshal. And you wouldn't make a very good marshal. That's a good idea for you. Could award him the honorary title designated regent. Which I don't think he'd make a very good regent, to be honest. And if I send him a gift of 70... It's a lot of money to just increase it by a little bit. Alright, let's create a duchy title somewhere within his territory. That's probably the easiest way to give him... Get some, relation with him. Okay, the Duchy of Berry. Sounds good. That'll give us... Good, 10 years worth of stuff there, straight up to 21,000. Very nice. Okay, so what are we doing now? Back to war with them. I mean, we're in good shape for it. We're stronger than we were last time. And they're weaker. We need the party to keep revoking titles and also to establish ourselves here. Okay, let's do this. Getting close to the end of the episode. Alright, let's see. Where are we going to hit first? We've got to make sure it's close to us. Castile's alright. So there's only 2 regions. We're going to try and take as much as we can out of him. But that's also part of this area here, because that's just asking to get captured. Toledo's 3. Alright, we'll go for Castile, because there's 4 regions in that province. So that'll weaken him the most. I wonder, if he liked me more, would I be able to get more troops out of him? Don't know. Alright, so get them over there. And you. And then everyone else. Start making your way over there. So, good, he's supplying me with even more troops now. Italy's actually starting to be worth something. And these, look at this, 440 men came from this. This is, which one did we just conquer? No, we just conquered Navarra. That was one we conquered previously. So, obviously these guys, yeah, they've got no max levy yet. So how old are you? 7 years old. So if we get assassinated now, we've got like 9 years of regency, which would be terrible, but still, it's doable. We're starting to get more ships available as well. A revolt happened here. I can't deal with that right now. We'll have to come deal with that after this war. But yeah, the plan here is just to keep doing this, keep breaking the treaty. I don't give a shit about prestige, because you're going to lose a percentage of what you've got. So if you don't have much, you don't lose much. And just take the entire fucking subcontinent, or whatever it is, the entire peninsula. And Andalusia will rival in strength Aquitaine. So I should be able to, once 30 years has passed, we'll be able to levy about 10,000 soldiers out of it. And of course, all the piety that we get from it, that's almost its own reward. Because it's really helped us to reform Italy. Italy's a lot more under our control now. If you have a look at factions, this is starting to look a little bit more manageable. There's still problems, but we're slowly nutting them out. And we built something over here. Still got more reinforcements coming, so we can afford to be a bit more patient. I don't want them creating the duchy titles. It doesn't really matter, I just don't want them to. I might need to actually create the kingdom titles soon, like for example, East Francia, because if he creates it, then it's going to be difficult for me to pry it out from underneath him. Just until, like, if we made Burgundy, just as an example, we just have to wait until 80 years or whatever, until it's all transferred into Aquitaine, and then we can destroy the title, and he won't create it after that. They don't create useless titles. And I think that we've just given birth to the King of Andalusia. We'll make him the Count here of Castile. Problem is though, if you do give them Castile, the county area, they will create the kingdom of it, if they're not already a king. So we've got to be careful about that. So maybe I'll create the kingdom and just withhold it from them. It's just a titular kingdom. But still, they will do it. Keep making me money. Some of these castles wreck us. But you can't sit around on your hands doing nothing. You gotta get in there, get your hands dirty. Still got 17,000 men here. Okay, what I might do is increase military organization. It'll reduce the amount of attrition we're taking. It's not going to cost us that much. And this isn't even increasing anyway, so that's fine. And if we go to the next level, it doesn't get rid of pagan attrition though. Not that we're really worrying about that right now. Okay, just keep it at that. So, increasing our global supply. We shouldn't be here for too long. But 10% attrition, that's going to suck. Okay, once we've captured this here, they probably will surrender. They might even do that beforehand. They're only at 66%. Still, we take attrition to the, inner settlement. Okay, it's actually not so bad here. Coastal regions are the best for conquest. And there we go. Excellent. If we keep this up, we'll conquer the Umayyads very quickly. I don't give a fuck about the truces. So let's sort this out. We'll end the episode there. And having Andalusia under our control, man, that's going to make us very powerful. Alright, so... we have a... where is it? A daughter that had a son. This guy is going to become... very powerful. He's going to be the king of Andalusia. But we need to get that title off him first. Off them first. So you can start off there. I could give him the duchy, but... actually, I should probably do that. So let's create it. It only costs a bit of gold. It's no big deal. Because if we give him the duchy, it should increase his max domain size. He'll need a what's it called? A regent, but that'll be fine. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this episode. So like and subscribe. Part 5 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.